Let me pipe up real quick. I left my pipe at home, but it's okay. They always want to talk about being humble, but ain't nobody ever saying nothing when you're humble and hurt, when you're quiet and crushed, when you were low and loyal to folks who only loved the version of you that didn't speak up. You ever notice that? The minute you start walking like you know who you are, the minute you start healing with your chest out, folks start acting like you switched up. Nah, I didn't switch up. I just stopped showing up to places that only fed my insecurities. I just stopped begging people to see what was never hidden. I'm not cocky. I'm just no longer available for disrespect. You see, there's a version of me that I buried to make others comfortable, to not be too much and to keep the peace, to avoid being that guy. But guess what? That guy has boundaries. That guy has dreams. That guy wanted to be seen without having to bleed to prove his worth. And I finally let him out. So yeah, maybe I am louder now. Maybe I love myself a little more out loud. Maybe I don't flinch anymore when people leave, because if your love is conditional, I'd rather sit alone with my dignity than surround myself with applause that disappears the moment I slip up. Look, you could move a mountain in front of some people and they'd still ask why you didn't do it faster. You could give somebody the last piece of your goddamn soul and they'd still say, that's all? So fuck them. I don't say that with hate in my heart. I say that with peace in my chest, because some people don't deserve a seat at your table when all they ever brought was an appetite and their opinion. You are not selfish for protecting your space. You are not mean for being unavailable to energy that drains you. You are not broken just because you're not performing pain in the way that they understand it. Some of the most put together people you know are barely holding it together. And some of the loudest folks in the room are just scared of what'll echo if they sit in their own silence. But you're learning to speak from the scar instead of the wound. You're learning to set the tone and not just survive the noise. You're learning to build a life that you don't need a vacation from. And that might confuse people who only know how to bond over trauma. That might bother folks who only respected you when you were suffering. But I promise you, there is a freedom in no longer performing your struggle for spectators. There is a power in being unbothered by people who never knew what it cost to become who you are today. They don't know the nights you cried in silence. They don't know the prayers that you whisper with your head low, your hands shaking. They don't know how many times you almost quit. Not life, but living. And yet, here you are, breathing, healing, choosing joy, even when it feels foreign. So yeah, maybe you're not where you want to be yet, but you're farther than where you were. And that's enough for today. Do it again tomorrow. You ain't here to be perfect. You're here to be real. You're here to be whole. You're here to be you, loudly, honestly, and unapologetically. And if they don't get it, let them go. Fuck them. If they don't clap, fuck them. Clap for your damn self. If they don't love you, fuck them. Then love yourself so loud they hear the echo every time they doubt you. And if you ever feel like it's too much to carry, just know I got you. This space right here, this little world that we built, this ain't just content. This is a confession. This is survival. This is home for folks who ain't had one in a while. Remember, we all carry something, but here you don't have to carry it alone. Pipe up.